Are you freaking kidding me? Hello, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm just baffled by the fact that I never needed badger skin. I needed two badger bones. I could have sworn this one was like nothing but the skins. Just no, we have to go back out and find the badgers. And unfortunately, I didn't realize this until I was going to buy the last one, which was the blue gleam. What the hell's a Banuk Gambler box? H 50 boxes. 50 shard gambler. What the hell? Got 770 shards and 5 rocks. Pigments, animal figurines. I don't know what these are exactly for. Oh yeah, the log for the tall neck. Supercell formation. Red inquiry sent. Received from G Prime. Supercell formation overhead. Electrical impact, electrical impact, electrical impact. Surge damage assessment. Locomotion systems compromised. Gyroscopic compromised. Processing compromised. Status report sent. Instruction received from G Prime. Suspend. Got 3 pigments and 6 figurines. Alright, let's go back out and find a fucking badger. The thing is that I don't even know what I'm looking for. Never mind. Light salt. A light-colored salt, a pigment used by Minook rock painting. Okay. That could bear some rewards. And also, this way, we have something to do that's not going to hasten this. It also gives me an excuse to try to find a fucking badger. Speak of the devil. Come on. Wow, they really did not give two shits about that. Whoa.
This is where it ends.
Turn around, turn around, turn around. Ow. Suffice to say, none of that was part of the plan. Motherfucker. There we go. Now, luckily, it's in large, numerous chunks. Is that a hunting ground? It's a fucking hunting ground. Holy shit. Wait, you mean that wasn't the what did I kill? I killed a goat, but not the goat I was after. Oh, mission failed. Success. Mission failed successfully? God, this is gonna. What the shit? This is gonna be. This is gonna take ages.
A fistful of blue gleam's worth braving the cold.
So each one of those stupid little crystals is worth one. Okay, so there's something here.
That wasn't a warning.
Holy shit! Wait, that's what it is. They're old world statuettes. Oh no. I really don't. I really, really don't. I want to get up here. Okay, one step at a time. There's fucking two of them. Hell no. Because it's a pain just to tie one down. And so to do that with two of them in the area? Okay, so they're... Hello. Whoa!
Yes!
Warrior outfit. What? Resist melee and resist fire. Holy shit.
The bandit camp at Stone Yield seemed to spring up overnight.
Wait, there's a bandit camp? Okay, now I remember what this is for. There it is. A rocky deposit. Dark oxide. It's got more like crystalline rock, and I wonder if we have like a sappy type of.
These will keep.
Oh, you want to know what that chittering is? It's a. Just kill an owl. I think their parts are needed because there's another weapon that I can get. No, 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 no! And I think it's to build the carrying capacity for that type of ammo.
Won't be hard to sell a chunk like this.
Oh, yes, it will. Only had 5. I would have been at 6 if I didn't do that gambler box. I swear that.
Good amount of blue gleam leaked off this one.
Really, if that's the case, why didn't I get more? There's one more chunk. There it is. Okay, now with that dealt with. Cauldron. What?
More crystals still.
Oh my god. Ow! No!
They're scanning for me.
Well, they better not. Fuck, 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 fuck. That one's dealt with. Wait, that's 3. Gonna do the long roll. How did I not get hit? Me and my big mouth. Shut up. Oh my god. Oh,
Tasty.
return to Singapore. Singapore, May 5th, 2043. As the water recede, the people return. A large pink-tinted rock marks the summit of Bukit Timah Hill, Singapore's highest point at one time 164 meters above sea level. Carmine Lowe records the self hollow next to the rock, her bright smile contradicted by nervous fidgeting in her prismatic fake nails and 30s stylish subdermal jewelry. I thought I'd never see this place again. I still can't believe it's real, she marvels. Proud Bukit Timah has... Ugh, why can't I read? Proud Bukit Timah has stood firm against time and weather, while the rest of Singapore has fared less well. With approximately a third of the island nation at less than 5 meters above sea level, Singaporeans like Carmine were forced to abandon their homes as inexplorable waters leached away their foundations throughout the snoring 20s. If it's the 20s I think that you're mentioning, take it from me. There is no snoring going on. Now the surviving member of Carmine's family are returning, alongside many others as global temperatures and sea levels stabilize. People come by air or by water. Some seek refuge from the deleterious effects of the Sitaram River tragedy, whose costs still reverberate today. All hope to build new lives atop the collapse of the once stable and prosperous country. Singapore represents one of many states abandoned by their citizens in the aftermath of heavy coastal flooding. Questions surrounding ownership are difficult to answer. Government and law enforcement personnel fled far in advance of their country's devastation, and documentation of title is scattered at best. The plot of land on which Carmine's childhood home once sat had belonged to the Lowe family for almost a blank. Right, it's a dam.
There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built.
Damn right. God, all these are grade A douche canoe. Shelly Guerrera Mackenzie from Laura Vogel, Emissions Joyride. Okay, girl, you are never going to guess what happened on my way home last night. First thing, I heard this sound like a herd of killer bees escaping out of a tin can. Then there was this weird light through the trees. I was totally hoping it was aliens, but nah. It was one of those old blue spectrum LEDs. Looked super creepy in the snow. As I got closer, I heard some Yahoo letting out this weird guttural man shriek. As if he were doing some macho primal scream therapy, with 1,000 RPMs between his legs. Said Yahoo was none other than Dodd Blevins, our new Director of Security, or whatever his $20 title is. He was actually riding an old snowmobile. Well, they're like 1,000 times more polluting than a combustion-era car. my expert professional opinion, Blevins is a grade A douche canoe. I decided not to sick the security bot on his flabby rear. After all, he's practically our boss for the next 2 weeks. But Shells, you might want to take a bathroom break now, because you're going to lose it when you find out what I did instead. I was standing right near one of the trail signs. I could tell Blevins was headed for me. So I reprogrammed the sign to swap directions between Fairley Falls and Purple Mountain. Wicked, right? You never get a snowmobile up there. I hope he bailed out hard and had to walk back to lodge. Guess I'll be filing my very first incident report right before this whole thing shuts down forever. I could let it slide like usual, but then where's the fun, Shells? Where's the fun? It's called the Gray Catch.
Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
I mean, not now.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the din? Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing?
Okay, need an energy cell.
Holographic interface. There must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area.
Bunker door.
Alright, so okay, like how do we want to start this farewell thingy? We might be the last Satchel people to ever see this place. Yeah. Hence, you know, so.
Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news. Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen? The lock positions. Helpful.
For the fact that I'm missing one of them.
Piece is missing. Not getting in here without it.
Oh, hello.
And there's our troublemaker. Doesn't
Gildan.
seem to be as good at getting out as he is at getting in. That Oseram must have forced his way.
I've become trapped somehow!
Somehow, he says. Somehow.
I'll buy the forge. I'm pleased to hear another person stomping about in here. This blasted door is stuck!
It's not.
Oh!
Are you alright?
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. My forge gone cold. But nope. Nope. Not old Gildan.
You're... welcome? Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to flood a little. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long, Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gilden. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
Guess
Okay,
we better.
but that's all the time I have for this episode. And so thank you guys so much for watching. And like always, I will see you in the next one. Later.